What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Civilization 5. It has been a really long time. I'm sorry about that. Got a little bit distracted by other series. Got my priorities a little bit messed up, so to speak. But I'm back. We're gonna do another game of Civilization 5. It is gonna be fun. You will enjoy this series. If you don't, I'll get you. Or just shut up. Anyway, we're gonna start a new game playing as India. I already teased a little bit on Twitter, posted a little thumbnail for this series asking you guys which one you like better. And I was thinking this might be possibly the last series of Civilization 5 before Civilization 6 is released. It's coming out next month. It is actually, I think it's gonna be out in like 1 month. So this could possibly be the last game of Civilization 5 that we are playing. This will also be the first series of Civilization that will be sort of scheduled. I will post the schedule to this series in the comments below. And so as I was saying, sorry, got a little bit off topic there. This might be the last game. Because of that, I wanted to do something interesting. Now, initially I was going to do the one city challenge, but I changed my mind. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing as India. You already know that. I will be disabling the starting bias to make things a little bit more interesting. What this means is that basically in Civilization, certain civs are more likely to spawn in, say, a jungle or a desert or on the coast. Turn that off. So we could be seeing certain civilizations that benefit from, say, rainforests like Brazil spawn in the desert. Or we could spawn in the ice. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're also going to be playing on epic game pace. And like I was saying, one city challenge. I mean, it is interesting. I haven't done that before. I actually recorded a first game, but the recording got all jacked up. I've been having some issues with recording software and stuff like that. So I'm hoping we're good now. I'm using something I've never used before. If there's technical issues, that's going to be why. Please forgive me, bear with me as I try to figure this out. But yes, we're going to be playing an epic game pace, which will make the game last a little bit longer. Something I've actually never done before. So let's see if we like that. But anyway, we're going to be playing as India. And what I like to see, if this is our last game, is I just want to see massive nuclear war all over the world. Just, you know, Gandhi would have liked that. And I'm sure you'll like it again in Civilization 6. Anyway, let's start the game and see what we get. Again, I will be playing the very first map that I get. This is something I mentioned in the previous recording, but I've been doing this every single Civ game that I play. I never restart for a better start because I kind of like sort of the randomness of where you start and how much it can jack up or, you know, actually improve your game. So I regret that decision immediately because of all this tundra. Alright, so this is interesting nonetheless though. Alright, so we're starting in tundra, which I'm sure is not India's normal starting bias. We have 2 deer, we have 3 gems, and we have 1 fishy nearby. Oh, okay. This is a very interesting mix of terrible tiles and pretty good tiles. Because we've got, let's see, the deer give me, yeah. Alright, we're just gonna found Delhi, or Delhi. Still not sure how to pronounce that. It's probably gonna take me a while. I could Google it, but I forget. Alright, so starting with the scouts. So like I said, we are playing on epic game pace, which is gonna make the game a little bit slower than it normally is. I'm not sure how impactful that will really be. But I thought it would be an interesting change of pace, and I gotta sort of change things around every now and again to keep the game interesting. Obviously we played on Deity, our last game. We're still playing on Deity, aren't we not? Yes, we are. So this will most likely be a travesty and a terrible game, but we'll enjoy it nonetheless, won't we? Yes, we will, because you guys want Civ, I hope. I hope that's what you guys want. Alright, so anyway, here we go. So starting with the scouts, as I usually do. Also gotta apologize, by the way, I do have a cold, but I didn't really want to stop record. I didn't upload for a couple of days. I felt really bad about it. That's because I've been real busy with all kinds of different real life stuff. And then the cold is kind of messing me up. So there, you'll hear. I'll probably cough and spit in my microphone a little bit. Luckily, germs do not actually transfer over the internet, because if that was the case, can you imagine what ISIS would do? If they could spread terrible diseases over the internet, that we would be so fucked. But we're good, because that's not possible yet. Although I'm sure that Mark Zuckerberg is working on it. You little jerk. Alright, so... Anyway, got a little off topic there. I don't know if it's sort of a no-go to talk about ISIS in YouTube videos, but... Yeah. Also, we're playing on small continents, which means there's a couple of medium land masses and some smaller islands. Alright. So we'll see if we're going to be on one of those smaller islands, maybe by ourselves, or if we're on one of the bigger land masses. I honestly would not mind being on a smaller island. Last field recording, I was on a sort of bigger island with Venice and Carthage. So I was off to an interesting start, but that's all wiped now, which is kind of a bummer. Honestly, that's one of the things that I really like about Civilization 5, is that every game has this really unique sort of flow and personality. Like, every game really is different in how people, other civs, treat you and the stuff that they do. So I hope that that's something that Civilization 6 captures as well. As you know, I did not get to play it, which bums me out a little bit. But who knows? Oh, hello. See, if I had been doing the one city challenge now, I'd be mildly upset. But now that I'm not, we might be able to get our grubby little mitts, am I saying that correctly, on Kilimanjaro. I would like that very much. I am gonna scout the hell out of this. If there's no other civilizations or city-states nearby, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab that for sure. Oh my god, dude. Although, I am seeing some possibilities. We could... No, those wheels are just gonna be gone by the time that we settle. But I might still do it. If only to get some of them gems. I'm gonna consider this very seriously. Alright, Genoa. I might actually have to kill them. How about that? If I am on my own small little island, I might actually try and kill Genoa. Or Genoa. I don't know how it's pronounced. I just say Genoa. Because I generally don't really care about pronunciations. It does bother me. But that's also partly an act so that people can't blame me when I say that I probably said it incorrectly. I'll just say, hey, I said it in the video, man. I said I didn't pronounce it correctly. It's not my fault that you didn't listen. Alright, another promising little area here. Alright, you go back. Honestly, I might consider destroying Genoa. Normally, I do not condone the murder of city-states in the game. But I might do it. If I don't meet anybody else, I might give it a try. But this looks to be a pretty big island, so I'm guessing there's gonna be somebody else hanging out over here. Alright, let's see if we got any horses, maybe. Because that would actually make these stupid tundra tiles somewhat worthwhile. Slightly so. Alright, what does that do for me? That's not bad, actually. Alright. I'm sure we'll work those sheep soon. Alright, little map, let's see. Oh, I can see... Sweden. I think that's Sweden. See, this is another reason that I can't wait for Civilization 6, is because I've played this game so much that I can identify... I know it's not impressive, alright? I'm not bragging, but I can identify a civilization that is concealed by fog really far away. I mean, I'm just hoping that Civilization 6 will recapture that wonder that Civ 5 gave me when I started playing, where you don't know what the hell you're doing, and you're going to try to sort of work your way up through the difficulty levels. I'm so looking forward to that. I still very much enjoy Civilization 5. Yep, it was Sweden. What's up, Stockholm? Oh, it's Byzantium. Okay, and you. So definitely want to try and be friends with Sweden. They do not have a random personality, but that still doesn't tell me anything because I don't know their personalities. All I know is that, you know, the Aztecs are crazy, the Zulu are crazy, and that's pretty much the extent of it. Okay, so we are probably on one of the medium, sure. Probably on one of the medium land masses that were around. So that, okay, that means that we cannot murder Genoa, or Genoa. So we're gonna have to either settle near Kilimanjaro, or just give up on that mountain, which I really would prefer not doing. I could settle here. I just get a whole bunch of farms out there. That could not be. It might not be a terrible idea. Alright, so in the capital, let's see. We already have a monument. See, normally I don't really care that much about a granary at the start, but we don't have that much food, and it would make the deer even better. Yeah, so we're just gonna grab that granary real quick, and then probably as that is done, we're gonna move on to making our second city. I'm just checking stuff out, don't worry. I might leave the scout there just so I can block off Sweden from settling near me. I want him to stay up there so I can have all of this to myself. Okay. And apparently share it with barbarians as well. Stay there for now because we've already seen everything. Alright, so that tile right now, not super impressive, but as soon as we get that granary, this is going to be pretty cool. Don't know why you would get more food from deer as you have a granary, but sure they had a logical explanation for that when they decided to do it. I don't know, do you use the grain to feed the deer? Do they taste better? Are there... I don't get it. I don't get it. Then again, I'm not an expert on deer. The only deer-related film I've ever seen was, you know, Bambi, and that's not very accurate. I've tried talking to deer. They don't say anything. So it was not a very good documentary. I felt a little betrayed by Disney when I found out about that, not gonna lie. But you know, that's what you get when you trust cartoon documentaries. Why not just use an actual camera? I didn't get that as a kid. Still don't get it. I felt very lied to. Basically, when it comes to Disney, I don't really enjoy them that much anymore because of that. Just the years of distrust, you know? Yeah, alright, so let's kill some barbarians, shall we? So, we have the technology to see horses. There are no horses, sadly. I'm guessing we should probably go after the diamonds next, so... yeah, it'll take me a while. I'm gonna grab trapping, I think. No, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab sailing. Wait, am I? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna grab archery. Maybe get an archer at some point. I don't know. I don't think there's really one technology that we absolutely 100% need immediately. All right, buddy. Are you ready to fight a little bit? You better be ready. All right, so we got some good culture now. It's nothing major, but at least our borders are expanding. That's how I like to see it. I mean, we have a lot of great improvements around the city. We have so many resources. The thing is that the tundra really sort of takes away from that a whole lot. Because tundra is only one step down from desert and snow. It's pretty garbage. You know, the fact that it could be more garbage is not good. You know, that's like when people say about they vote Hillary, well, at least she's not Trump. That's not a good point. Right? That's still pretty bad. It doesn't make sense. If you say about a person, well, at least he's not Hitler, that doesn't make him a good person. That means that he's probably still garbage. So, a life hack. Keep that in mind. I'm trying to help you guys out here. All you growing people that are still learning about life. Actually, do not take advice from me. Honestly, would not recommend it. Maybe only when you're playing Civ on a low difficulty, then you can take some advice from me. But it's still not the best. So, I guess just to be safe, maybe just take no advice at all. You could take advice on how to speak Dutch. I can help you with that, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Okay, trait root. Seeks Byzantium. So, I have a really easy way to deal with that. Normally, I'd say, I don't care about you, Almaty, but all I need to do is just get an embassy with Byzantium. And if I do that, then I'll complete their quest, and I'll get a free unit. At least I should. See, this is Deity in action again. The barbarians are much stronger than my warrior. Doesn't make sense. They're the same unit. It's not very fair. But this basically inverted, you know, chieftain or settler, where, let's see, okay. Well, when you play on lower difficulties, the enemy gets a massive, or you get a massive bonus against the enemy, and here it's, I guess, kind of the other way around, where the game will act like there's really nothing going on, but in reality, you're getting screwed over. The game is actively screwing you over. Alright, archery, hello. Borders of Delhi have grown. We got some jams, boys. That's pretty good. That is pretty nice. Let's see, I think I'm just gonna go with mining, because after this I'd like to grab either a settler or a worker. I am actually leaning towards the settler though, so... Alright, heal my man. Don't want you dying on me. I think I'm actually leaning towards the settler though, just to get that second city up and running real nice and early. Because normally I'm late with that stuff, but like, you know, the sooner you do it, the better, obviously. That worker can wait for a bit. And that might give me a little edge. Like, if I could get somewhere, I'm actually leaning towards this spot just so I can get the cattle, Kilimanjaro, all the gems, and the horses, and a whole lot of farms next to the river. So that could be a city that actually grows pretty nicely. Alright, here we go. Let's grab that granary though. I could really go for some grain right now. That's what they did back then, right? It's 3000 BC. They probably just ate grain. Just hands full of grain. I mean, they probably didn't know how to make bread, so they just ate grain. That's what I would do if I were a caveman. I'd probably just eat grain. I don't know what else to eat. Gems? Possibly. Alright, so I'm thinking settler. And then let's do some of that. 16? Oh, look at that. So production's actually more valuable. 15. 16. Alright, so I'm just going to save up on money this way. And this is how we're going to spend the next 16 turns. Sure. So I'm going to try and just be friends with all of these people. Mostly I want to be friends with Sweden, because for those of you that don't know, if you're friends with Sweden, you get a little bit of increased great people generation. You can look that up right there. You gain 9. Okay, let's see. When declaring friendship, Sweden and their friend get a plus 10% boost to great person generation. So when you're in a game with Sweden, and really at all times, just try and be friends with him. It is worth it. It's not a massive boost, but it's definitely helpful. So keep that in mind, guys. That's my pro tip of the day. Which is, in case you're new to the channel, we always do a pro tip of the day segment. In this case, it wasn't really a segment, it was just there. I just told you guys. So I guess I saved you all a little bit of time by not doing a segment. You're welcome. Alright, target an encampment. This guy really needs to heal though, because he's on the verge of death. He is on knocking on heaven's door. You know, from that famous Toto song. Dust in the wind. No, okay. Never mind. You young cats don't know what I'm talking about. It's from the old days. You guys wouldn't know it. It's pretty obscure. Alright, 12 turns for the settler. Mausoleum. Oh man. No, actually I didn't want that, so... See, that could've... If these gems were marble or stone, sure, that would've been nice, but they're not, so what do I care? Oh yeah, 11. 11 turns. That's actually really nice. I think that for epic speed, that's pretty good. I have no experience on epic, so I am kind of talking out of my ass, but I'm assuming that it's pretty good. I don't know for sure though, but yeah. I can definitely live with 11 turns. Not to mention we are earning a pretty good amount of money. So with a bit of luck... Yeah, okay. Alright, so either we could maybe buy a worker soon, or we could buy something useful like a, like an archer, just to have a dude nearby. I mean, I could buy a shrine, but honestly, I have invested time in getting a religion, in my previous game. And that did not work out. It was a massive waste of time. And honestly, had I not focused a little bit more, like had I focused a little bit less on that, I probably would have done better during the rest of the game. So, I think I'm just gonna keep my distance, stay away from religion. You know, all you atheist people in the audience can go to bed, can rest easy. Why would it be go to bed easy? That makes no sense. It's already really easy. You just walk over to your bed and you lie in it. No, you can rest easy. There will be no religion in this kingdom. Just, you know, let's not have a religious discussion in the comments though, because I don't want that. That would suck. Alright, so next order of business. I am not entirely sure what I want. See, there's not a particular wonder that I really need. Oh god, there's an encampment right there. Alright, so I guess my best bet would be either bronze working so we can see iron, writing so we can get a library and so we can get embassies, or sailing so we can make our first step towards the fishes. Honestly, I am mostly leaning towards writing, so that's what I'll do. Because we already have so many resources, I would be surprised if there actually was iron nearby. So I think we're good in that regard. Anyway, guys, I'm actually gonna end the first video here. Hope you all enjoyed. Again, sorry about the cold. Luckily, I did not mess up during this video. I did not have a coughing fit. that was okay. I was on purpose. I pranked you. Anyway, yeah, so that since it is the first video of the series, please consider leaving a like, as that actually helps me out, and I'm not just saying that, it actually is helpful. And I'll be back soon with more Civilization 5. Let me know what you think of the quality of this recording as well. Like I said at the start, using a new recording software, don't know how well it's going to turn out. And keep your eyes on the comments as well, as I'll let you guys know the schedule for this series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching a lot. I appreciate your support. And I'll talk to you guys soon.